Hello, I'm James Goulding from Kingswood Media, publishers of PrintIT Reseller and Technology Reseller magazines, and I'm here today with Stuart Miller, Director of Channel Partners at Canon UK and Ireland. Stuart, it's great to have you here.
Great to be here, James.
Perhaps to start with, you could give me a brief description of your role at Canon.
Sure. As the Director of Canon's Channel Partners in the UK and Ireland, it's my privilege and pleasure to work with and support more than 120 of our most valued business partners in the UK and Ireland.
And how would you characterise the market for office print devices and software solutions at the moment?
3 words for me sum that up, James. Challenging, resourceful and resilience. You and I have both been around the industry for a number of years, and we both remember the challenges that the industry has had. We've seen global recessions and more recently a global pandemic. But the industry has a fantastic ability to bounce back and regenerate. It's tremendously resilient, and we see that resilience in the performance of our partners last year. 2023 was a really successful year for our channel partners, and consequently we shared in that success that they had.
What sort of growth did you experience last year then?
We experienced the highest growth in 5 years last year, and our growth from a Canon perspective was the best in Europe across all our national sales organisations. So fantastic growth for us, but predicated on the successful year that our partners had.
And what role did Canon play in helping your partners achieve those successes?
I think the most significant role that we played was to maintain relevance. We ensured that our partners were relevant in the conversations that they were having and interactions that they were having with their customers. We helped the partners' salespeople with multiple discussion points when they were engaging with their customers, based around the award-winning hardware and software that we have in the portfolio.
And in what areas is Canon seeing strongest demand at the moment?
Well, actually on the software side, that represented the greatest demand last year, particularly around our print management software, uniFLOW. Now, not only is uniFLOW award-winning, and for the last 6 years it's picked up the BLI award for the best cloud-based print management software, but it also hits on a subject that's particularly relevant in the marketplace just now, and that's security. Every organisation is concerned, and rightly so, about the security of their network, and uniFLOW gives security on the print network. And it's the only print management software in the marketplace today that offers zero trust properties. So that gives us a real leverage, and more importantly gives our partner salespeople a real USP when they're talking to their customers, and that's been the source of the greatest demand from last year.
Canon is also a key player in the wide format production and commercial print sectors. Are there opportunities in those areas for partners that might have more of a sort of workplace background? Undoubtedly,
James. I've just recently returned from Drupa, which is the world's premier print exhibition, and it's the first time in 8 years. Normally Drupa comes around every 4 years, but we've not had it because of the pandemic for 8 years. It's held in Dusseldorf, and I was actually personally blown away by Canon's presence. We had a fantastic array of technologies, innovative technologies that have just came to market, solutions, whether they be software or finishing solutions. So it was a real showcase of Canon's extensive portfolio in that production area. And production, unlike office print, we're seeing some growth in production. Growth coming through inkjet, and we launched some really nice industrial inkjet products. We're seeing growth coming through areas such as interior design. Through our flatbed technologies, the Colorado, we've got endless opportunities.
So what do you see as the main concerns of partners today, and where do they need most support from Canon?
It's a good question, James. It's a question I'm actually asked often. Apart from the obvious diminishing print volumes, our partners are looking at ways of replacing that. And it's incumbent upon us to help them through diversification, as we previously mentioned, around production, but also working on a value proposition that they can embrace and their salespeople can take to market. Value propositions around sustainability, around quality, and around security are particularly relevant, and we have them on our radar to work with our partners on developing these value propositions and taking the conversation away from purely a price-based conversation.
Are there any ways in which you're evolving your partner program and partner services to help partners address challenges and opportunities?
When I came into role almost 2 years ago, we embarked on a Fit for Future Success program within the channel. And we really wanted to make sure that we were providing our partners with the best possible chance of being successful in their business. We launched a new partner program towards the end of last year, which gives lots of good collateral literature and information that our partners can use. We're also in the beta testing phase of a new partner ordering platform, which will make business a lot easier to transact for our partner with Canon. So we're constantly investing in ways of ensuring that our partner always gets the best possible partner experience.
So what can channel partners look forward to from Canon in the second half of this year?
Well, James, it's going to be a really exciting second half of the year, and we will continue to invest in our people to ensure that we are developing their skill sets so that they can deliver these value propositions and support our partners first and foremost. Secondly, we'll continue to invest in innovation. Canon are constantly looking at new products coming to market. So that's the second area. The third area is in our Canon business centres. Now, our Canon business centres are actually a best of both worlds. They bring the global presence of the Canon brand together with the agility and local knowledge of our partners in a specific geographical area. So you'll see more investment around our Canon business centres also.
So it's clear you're sort of investing in people and resources. Can you be a bit more specific about some of the innovation that you're looking at?
Certainly, we're looking at the portfolio. I mentioned earlier that it's the most expansive portfolio in the marketplace, and actually Canon's most expansive portfolio. And we will continue to invest in that portfolio, particularly around our new inkjet technologies. And the final aspect that our partners can expect in the second half of the year is shared success. And I'm a great believer that our success is predicated only on our partners' success. So I look forward to sharing the successes of our partners in the second half of the year.
And you've been in your sort of current role for just over 2 years now. What have been the highlights of your first 2 years?
There's been many highlights, James, but if I were to draw it down to a couple of highlights, I would say first and foremost, the channel team. I work with an incredible group of people who are very resilient, and they demonstrate pride, passion and professionalism every single day in their roles. So that's been a fantastic highlight for me. Makes me very proud to be part of that team. And the second are our partners. We are blessed with a magnificent set of partners, and it's a real privilege and a pleasure, as I mentioned earlier, to work with these partners to build the relationships. And those have probably been the two biggest highlights over the last 2 years, James.
Well, thank you very much, Stuart, for your comments. It's clearly you're putting a lot of investment in to sort of build on last year's successes. So I look forward to finding out more about that in the next part of the year.
Excellent, and thank you very much. I've thoroughly enjoyed our chat.